Hello everybody, I'm Alfred, and I'd like to talk about what's happening currently in Edo State in Nigeria, Africa. Now, I made a video previously about the government trying to force people to get vaccinated, otherwise they will lose access to banks and public places, and someone actually stood up against the government and, sued the government. And, I said then that the government will still keep trying. Apparently now, for some reason, the government has enforced that public workers cannot enter their workplace without showing proof of vaccination. And the police and, these people are doing all they can to push that. They are supporting it. So this is actually part of it. You can imagine the policy, no vax, no work, no vaccination, no work policy. That is actually what the government is pushing. What kind of constitution is that? What kind of constitution allows for something like that to be forced? And understand that they would like to roll this thing out gradually. As Edo State has done it, they will want to later roll it out in other states. If people do not stand up and protest, if people keep quiet, where would your slavery end? They are the same government that refused to give you any palliatives or anything. The government just wants to exploit you and to oppress you. When it comes to Nigeria and a lot of African nations, you see, when it was a matter of the first lockdowns, which was unconstitutional, and which there is no proof that any of the lockdowns saved anybody's life. As a matter of fact, it made people to not go along with the so-called COVID protocol more than ever. Because people were now trying to create markets everywhere. People were trying to do all kinds of things, weird things. And of course, it helped with the spike in crime during that period. In any case, that same government that held back the palliatives or the food that was donated from other countries and from certain people, who care about Nigeria and, have money, all that food was kept in storehouses for government officials to later sell and make money. Now, this same government now wants to force you that you must take the vaccine, otherwise you cannot go to work. They have started with public offices. Next thing, they will go to private and other things, churches, schools, and other places like that. Obviously, they are not going to touch mosques, but they are going to use the strategy of using imams. They will want to convince the imams, the Muslim imams, so it will be from the top people in the mosque that we say, oh, you have to take the vaccine, you have to take the vaccine. So they will now institute that. And that is what they are doing with churches. It is in Nigeria that they have rolled out the a program, Sunday vaccinations for churches, This is unfortunate. This is sad. And if the people do not stand up and protest against this, and, people in Edo, you must, start to leave Edo. You have to leave that state. Some of you need to stay and fight, or leave that state. And other states and other businesses in other parts of the nation should make their voice heard that we want this nonsense to stop in Edo State, Nigeria, Africa. And stop doing business with Edo State. Cripple the economy. Let them know that if you continue on this trajectory, this is what is going to happen. And this is also something that people need to think about when it comes to who is in power. I have emphasized that when you do not put good men, when good men are not in power, it is bad men that will be there. When Christians, when those who have the light, not those who are Christians in name alone, but those who Christ knows, those who are truly Christian. We want to judge if someone is truly Christian if they fill the office of a pastor, but or the office of a deacon, or they are a member of a choir, or they want to be a bishop. We are interested in that. And we end up casting stones and judging where we ought not to judge. But when it comes to people being true Christians and going into positions of authority that will influence all the laws that make it able for us, whether we will live a peaceable life in Christ on this earth, we refuse to go into that. We refuse to check that. You see, we must make sure that true believers, true people who have integrity, people of virtue, people who will not sell out. Understand that the UN and this big pharma, the same way they are paying hospitals and different folks in other nations for them to push the vax, they are also pushing and paying this Edo government. The government of Edo, these politicians are making a lot of money by pushing the vax and by enforcing and making it compulsory for people to get the vax. You see, they know what they are doing, and we need to start making our voices heard. We need to stop when it comes to some of these banks. We need to make it known that this is where we stand, and if they go ahead with it, we are going to pull out our money. You know, it is the you know, the wheel that makes the lousy noise that gets the grease. You know, that there's a saying like that. We need to start talking. Good people, you know, we are used to being the silent majority. We must be the voiced majority, because the voiced minority, the loud minority, are the ones who are driving the world in the direction that is going. You see, they are the ones that are ahead. They are the ones that people respond to. If you watch a TV program and you don't like it, but you are part of the silent majority, you don't talk about it. Let's say they insult Jesus on television, and you never write a letter to the station and all of that. The people on the station will have the mindset that people are okay with it. But when there is, in spite of the fact that there could be hundreds of millions of Christians in that nation, or millions of Christians, then one person says something that they don't like against Islam. And even though there are like 20 Muslims in that nation, and one Muslim writes a letter, that Muslim did something. That Muslims will show up on the complaints. Oh, they don't like this. Don't insult Muhammad on TV. And they'll say, oh, let us not lose our audience. But yet, because you are playing silent majority, you are not heard and you are not going anywhere. It is the loud minority that is running things. Look at the LGBT. The LGBT are less than 2%. Once upon a time, they were less than 1%, and they were lying that they were 1% of the American population. And look at what's happened. Because the majority, the good people, you know, the people who are more inclined towards common sense, they are the silent majority. You have to become the loud majority. You know, if you do not do this, all will be lost. This is the direction that these politicians understand, that when they have this power, they will soon start exerting power in different ways, putting themselves in power forever, putting whoever they want. Oh, it is who I want that will enter this position, because that is what they are doing. It is all of you have to be vaxxed to enter this civil service position. Then it is whoever I choose that will be the next governor. It is whoever I choose that will sit in this position, that will count the votes and all of that. That is what this thing is going to expand to. You see, people must learn to stand up now and fight against this, because they will soon want to roll it out. It is unfortunate that when it comes to anything evil in Africa, Nigeria wants to take first. Especially when it is evil things that the government do. You know, that being said, make sure you start making your voice heard. Join political movements or start your own, you know, and, you know, let it be something that is centered on Christianity. Start sending out letters. Start sending out evidence and the arguments against the vax. Let people see, look at what is happening in Israel. The higher the vax, the more deaths. As Edo is increasing the number of people that are getting vax, watch what is going to happen to the virus numbers. It will start increasing. Nations that increase the vax rates, more people start dying of the virus. Watch what will happen to Edo. Edo will now soon be the #1 state where everybody has, you know, where it has the highest so-called death toll from the virus. And then there will be stupid people in other states who say, look at what is happening. No, before it spreads to our state, let us also mandate the vax in our own states. And when they mandate it, these foolish people who do not think, it will start increasing. The so-called death numbers from the virus will start increasing. And more people will sit and say, it is increasing there, let us do it. And as they are doing it, they will not see the link between introducing the vax and the virus increasing. That is the reality of things. People are not thinking. People are unfortunately, you know, brain dead. And understand something about nations and governments. If you are in a car Let's say you are in a bus and there's something wrong with the driver. The driver wants to drive like James Bond. He's driving out of point. When you have accidents, if you have an accident, you too, you are not a victim. You too, you are now subject to the foolishness of someone else because that person is in the driver's seat. That is how politics is. Who the leader of the nation is, the leader of the nation can make a stupid decision that will lead everybody into war. And you now have to fight and you might die over the foolishness of someone else because that person is in the driver's seat. Politicians are in the driver's seat of nations, presidents and governors. We need to, right now that we can vote, and in addition to that, we need to go beyond voting to make sure that even whether we are in power or not, we are listening to. Look at the LGBT, whether it is who they want to be in power or not. Whoever is in power has to listen to them. They have established themselves in that position. They have pushed for things. They have made themselves the highest civil rights group. They are now the highest, most protected group in the world. Everybody has to protect the LGBT interests. You see, they have positioned themselves in that position. We Christians, we are the ones who are actually being persecuted and actually being killed for our faith more than any other people, more than any other group. There's no group that is more persecuted than Christianity since the beginning of time. There is none. They have Jews, so there are Jews and there is Christians, but, Christians always, ever since the church, the Christians has always been, number one persecuted ever since, the days of Stephen, So we need to be smart and stand for what is right and fight against this injustice. Now, if you are in other countries, you can make your voice heard. You can write to the embassy, the Nigerian embassy. You can write, you can stage little protests, you can have little demonstrations, you can make videos. Let there be a buzz, let there be noise, let there be some loudness. Stop being the silent majority and become the loud majority. Otherwise, the loud minority will rule over you, and it's their foolishness that will be the driver that will drive everybody off a cliff. That being said, check out alfred.vip for more. God bless you.